I was actually happier when I was poor, right? So, but that's my personal experience. And
because I got locked up.
I used to be so afraid of getting locked up. Like, I used to be terrified of jail. Then I went to the United States.
Singer, producer, entrepreneur, Guinness World Record holder for world's top-selling artist for master ringtones, and founder of Konvict Music, which housed Lady Gaga, T-Pain, R City, Cardinal Official, Jeffree Star, and French Montana. This is the story of Akon.
Initiating information transfer. Processing facts and data. Data successfully converted. You are now plugged into ColianWire.
1973.
Is born on April 16th in St. Louis, Missouri. He has a Muslim family and spends a fair amount of his childhood in Senegal, West Africa, even calling Senegal his hometown. He also learned 5 instruments growing up: the drums, guitar, the djembe, and more.
1999.
Akon spends the next 3 years in prison for auto theft. These claims have been refuted, and Akon responded by saying that he never spent 3 years in prison in one continuous sentence, but many shorter ones adding up to 3 years in total.
2000.
Akon relocates to Union City, New Jersey, and then relocates again to Newark, New Jersey.
2003.
Akon meets Divine Stevens and the two become friends, with Divine taking the role of a mentor for Akon.
2004.
Akon releases his debut album, Trouble, on June 29th, peaking at number 18 on the Billboard 200 and becoming platinum.
2005.
Akon releases the mixtape, Illegal Alien Volume 1, and Akon's manager, Robert Montana, is shot and killed in New Jersey this year.
2006.
On November 14th, Akon releases his second album, Konvicted, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and becoming 6 times platinum.
2007.
In February, Akon launches the clothing line Konvict Clothing, with Allion as the high-end selection. On June 3rd, something is thrown at Akon during a concert. He asks the crowd to identify who it was and bring him on stage, where Akon then lifts him onto his shoulders and throws him back in the crowd. On November 30th, Akon appears on Pinoy Big Brother Celebrity Edition 2 as a guest. He then reveals that he has 6 children but wishes to keep them protected from the public eye. This is also the year that we put the blame on Akon for dancing with a 15-year-old daughter of a pastor and sister, though the club claimed they had a 21-plus age requirement.
2008.
On November 6th, Akon releases the mixtape The Freedom in collaboration with DJ Noodles. He then appears on WWE Raw on November 17th. And on December 2nd, Akon releases the album Freedom, peaking at number 7 on the Billboard 200 and becoming gold.
2009.
Akon contributes to the work on Whitney Houston's album I Look to You, which releases on August 28th.
2010.
On November 18th, the single Kush by Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Akon releases. It was supposed to be a part of Dre's infamous unreleased album, Detox. Akon is also named at number 80 on Forbes Celebrity 100, a list of influence in a sense, based off of magazine covers, social media following, earnings, and more qualitative factors and measuring powers.
2012.
On April 14th, Akon releases the mixtape, The Concrete Mixtape. On June 29th, he releases the mixtape Concrete Jungle. He also makes his acting debut this year in the movie Black November, then starring alongside Hayden Christensen and Adrian Brody in American Heist.
2014.
Akon starts the project Akon Lighting Africa, providing electricity to 15 countries in Africa. He also launches a charity to help underprivileged children in Africa called Confidence Foundation.
2017.
On December 14th, a collaboration album is released with a Konvict signees titled Konvict Kartel Volume 2.
2018.
Akon announces he is working with the Senegalese government to build a city with a cryptocurrency-based economy called Akon City.
2019.
On October 4th, Akon releases the album El Negrito. I don't even want to. It's in the captions. On October 25th, Akon releases the album Akonda. Akon also announces that he founded the label Iconic Label Group.
2020.
In January, Akon shares that the agreements to build Akon City have been finalized, and in June it is revealed that a $6 billion contract has been granted to the project. The project, however, was not began beyond a single stone, and a lawsuit has been pursued upon Akon related to the project city. And on July 31st, Akon releases the album Ain't No Peace.
2024.
As a result of the lawsuit against Akon City, he is given the ultimatum to start work on the project or lose 90% of the allocated land for it.
Who would have thought?
In conclusion,
Akon is credited as a songwriter and producer for Snoop Dogg, Lionel Richie, Leona Lewis, Sean Paul, Whitney Houston, and Michael Jackson. He is supposedly building a city in Africa that will run on cryptocurrency, and launched Akon Lighting Africa in 2014, showing versatility in his philanthropic ventures. He has been credited by Guinness World Records for ringtone sales, Forbes for influence, and Billboard for music recognition. This is what Akon has done so far in his story, but only time is left to tell what's to come. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you learned something new, share it for someone else to learn too. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, or recommendations, put them in the comments. Keep up with ColianWire between the videos through Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, linked in the description below. Thanks for plugging in, and I hope you learned something new at least. More is in the works, but for now, it's time to unplug. Much love.